Folks, welcome to an all-new So Bad It's Good. This is your pal Ryan, and this is your Saturday episode. We're doing a Southern Charm recap. With me, as always, is the one, the only baby mama, Rebecca. Rebecca, say hello.
Hello.
Was that being forceful, me telling you to say hello?
No, I liked it. Tell me what to do.
You're like Madison. How many weeks pregnant are you right now?
I'm 8 months pregnant.
No, but how many weeks?
32.
32. And
Madison's 34 in this episode, so I did feel connected.
You felt connected to Madison?
Yeah, no, I feel connected to Madison every episode, honestly.
Really?
Yes, you know
Just
that.
because she's living the life.
Representation matters. Am I not living the life?
You are not living the life. Are you kidding me? You go to bed with me. You wake up with me. Living the life.
She doesn't get to go to bed with Brett every night. He's fighting fires.
I do wonder how sustainable the Brett-Madison relationship. I mean, obviously it's very sustainable.
I don't know what
but that's got to be
schedule.
pretty intense if you're gone all the time. That's what I was thinking, because he didn't join on this Whitner trip because he's gone a lot, and especially as the pregnancy gets closer to happening. I mean, obviously he had to take a break and just be there for a good period of time, right?
I assume he took a paternity leave, but I would be sad. At least I do have you every day.
You do.
It is nice.
No, I am never.
I'm really happy.
I'm rarely gone.
It's true.
It's true. She's like, if anybody wants to house me for a little bit, let me know. Email me.
No, I love being with you. I mean, there's no one else I'd rather be with.
Whoa, hey-oh. You have to say that because it's my podcast.
No.
Oh, and just so you've already got the vibe up top, or if you've been listening to us, you can never please anybody. I realized that in doing this. No. I realized this in doing this for 6+ years now, is that this is tons of fun. And I think the majority of people like it. But we do talk about relationship stuff. And if you are here just for a hardcore recap, I can point you in the direction of a couple of other shows.
We're doing hardcore.
No, we do a hardcore recap, but we throw in our own stuff. And that's very enjoyable for me. And I said last week, one of the reasons I'm really enjoying Southern Charm, I think it's a great season, but I also love doing this with Rebecca. It's a good chance we are with each other.
Together.
And the funny thing is, we just watched this episode of Southern Charm again, and I'm taking detailed notes, and she's just like,
I take notes.
You're going on vibes.
That's not true at all. I take notes.
Take 5 notes. You go vibes.
Because I follow the man.
Follow the man.
I follow you. I follow the leader. You're the
Oh,
leader.
I'm the leader? Yeah. I'm the dipshit that takes detailed notes and the whole transcribe. And I oh God, I wish I could have trained myself to do this differently. Anyways, we're going to start off. We're just going to, if you didn't, we had the baby shower last weekend. And so this is Friday at 11 a.m. right now.
I finally recovered. It took full week. I finally feel like myself again. It was bad there for a while.
I don't think I've recovered. It was such an
emotional.
That's
what I don't understand, Madison. How is she filming this show and going to all these things? I do one major stressful thing. That was a very stressful week. And I'm sorry if we were a little crazy last episode.
Yeah, we were
because it was my mom was in town. I was it was very.
I couldn't
stressful.
believe you still did the Southern Charm recap.
Thank
by
you.
the way, I couldn't even believe, because I then Friday night where I was taking Traitors notes, woke up super early to I wanted to make sure this was done because it means something to me. Obviously, the baby shower was priority, but I will say it is wild that happened, and I had so much energy last week, and my energy this week has been shot. I have felt just horrible this week.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Me too. I'm telling you, today is my first day back.
Yeah, you were not feeling good yesterday. You were not feeling, we both just been kind of but every time you say you don't feel good, you're like, well, this is prepping for having a baby. Because it's going to be insane.
I just have pregnancy insomnia, so I'm up every hour.
She says that, you guys, but every time I'm up, she is past the ass out.
Yeah, and same with you. But I could show you my Oura ring. I'm up 6 times a night. It's because I have the acid reflux.
You do get up and you'll take a Tums or something and then go right back down. And I know you go right back down because there are signs that you go right back down.
Anyway, how dare you?
Is there anything that, in retrospect, because we talked about the baby shower a little bit on the Patreon, but a week after, is there anything that has been sticking out in your mind?
I'm just so glad it went well. Like, I was so scared that it was going to be bad. Like, I was scared like Jeff Lewis was going to like talk mad shit.
Well, that's the funny thing. Whitner has everybody over to his family's place, and he just said, as long as you don't fight in front of my parents, everything is good, which I'm sure the producers hated. But that was the kind of the vibe too. It's like, I just didn't want any insanity happening in front of.
But Jeff was so nice to my mom. My mom loved. My mom was like, the best conversation I had was with Jeff Lewis.
Jeff Lewis, he fooled everybody at that party. He was so nice, he even told me I looked good. He was lying out of his teeth. That must have been painful for him. He was so charming, so on, and that was like that whole gang, the chumps. I was worried about, not like Doug. Doug's like my bestie, and he's like just such a polite gentleman. But everybody else, and everybody from all different friend groups got along. Like, everybody was like having conversation. I know I was up and moving the whole time, but it's so hard to like remember specific moments.
Yeah. But you know, when you have a party and like you don't really talk to anyone, like you talk to everyone for
we talk to everybody.
minutes,
yeah.
But like you don't really get to talk to anyone.
Yeah, you kind of feel, and obviously I've talked that I know I shouldn't be worried about food with my weight and stuff, but they did not save us any food.
The next big party we have, we're going to say save 2 plates.
You shouldn't have to tell people. I mean, especially if you're paying for it.
Everyone said the food was like the best
I know.
thing ever.
I'm still getting compliments about the food and the cake, which they didn't even make the cake. How did they not save us some cake? That part's crazy. And I remember working at a restaurant and stuff like that where, they're scavengers, the people that work there. And, you know.
I remember like 20 plus years ago watching Tori Spelling's show. What was Tori and Dean or something?
Oh,
was that what it was called?
Dark.
And she would get her cakes from Hanson's Cakes, which she said that's what she grew up, what Candy would get
Candy
her.
Spelling.
Yeah. Did anyone see that magazine cover of her looking like Trisha Paytas? It was unbelievable. But anyway, so Tori was talking about Hanson's Cakes. And in the back of my head, I was like, one day I'm going to get a Hanson's cake. And then I did.
Well, that's your best friend Jairus got us the Hanson's cake.
Yes.
But I thought you said that was where the Kardashians get their cake.
They also get their cakes there.
Amazing. You know,
it was really good cake. I had the cake. It was delicious.
Looked beautiful.
It looked amazing.
I have pictures
it was
of it.
Beautiful cake.
Yeah. So, no, everything was good. My dad, like I said, broke his teeth, and his teeth are now back in, but that was stressful. That was quite a moment when you realized your dad forgot, or dad didn't get his teeth replaced in time for the baby shower. And we had a professional photographer there.
Yeah.
And she was great. She said she could replace his teeth with AI.
Olivia, yeah. But she didn't. I mean.
Well, she sent us one photo. I mean, she's still obviously working on them, I'm sure. But so that was it. And then the rest of the week has been, just back to
life. Back to
life, back to work. These shows don't quit. I do have a question, though. The Olympics start tonight. Does that mean, because I read something that the Potomac reunion does not start on Sunday because of the Olympics, and it's going to start the week after. So are all Bravo shows not on this week?
We're not going to have the Potomac?
No Potomac reunion starting this week, which was very, very sad. But I can't imagine they're just not doing it, because I know that new episode of The Traitors is next week. Anyway, before we start with Southern Charm, did you have any thoughts about Summerhouse? Because you watched Summerhouse with me. And
it was so good.
You loved it, right?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Amanda, hating on Kyle.
That's already happening.
I loved seeing Amanda have a crush on that bachelor.
Yeah.
That Australian bachelor. I like that. I wish she would have an affair with him on the show, but that's not going to happen.
That's not her vibe.
She's like a good girl.
Yeah.
But I wish, can you imagine? That would be so great. Anyway, I'm all for Amanda. I honestly, I'm a Paige stan, but I didn't miss Paige.
Well, and you also, there was...
And I didn't miss Lindsay.
And remember, I did Summerhouse recaps probably by myself last season, and I did mention to you guys that Rebecca thought Wes Wilson had meaty nips, because Rebecca's fascinated with nipples. That's something I've read. And you said again, there was a shirtless scene with Wes, and you said...
Wes looks like he does nipple play. There's clamps involved. If you ever really watch someone over the years.
What are you talking about?
There's just like a few gay men on social media that I follow that like I know are very involved in like big nipple play. And
What?
over the last, I'm not going to say who, but like.
Wait, which gay men that you followed over the years that you realized were into big nipple play?
I don't know if I should say it.
Well, like, is it somebody that we know personally?
No.
But
you do know the person.
If it's
you do know the person.
Who is it? What's her name? Oh,
okay.
Most people wouldn't know that.
So over the years, I wonder if the mic picked that up.
No, but
so over the years, I've seen his nipples protrude more. They just become fatter, meatier. Like, I mean, if anyone's just gnawing at a nip for a really long time, it just gets bigger. So, like, it looks.
This is so early in the show for this. I'm not supposed to censor you, so go off. Go off, Queen.
It looks to me that Wes does nipple play, like extreme, like he does clamps. And then when I said that to Ryan, he told me that he heard from a birdie.
No, Sophie. Sophie told me that there was like a whole Reddit thing back in the day that Wes was really into ass stuff.
Good for Wes. So like he's getting the nips and the ass eaten. Like I'm happy for Wes.
Or I think he's eating the butt.
Well, good for Wes' partners. Good for Sierra. Do you think Sierra had the clamps?
Oh, God. I don't know. It's a young kid's game, all that nipple play.
Your whole thing with Jeff Lewis for like months was about
That was a joke. You know me. Am I into nipple play?
No, I've been trying.
Since I
started having sex with Ryan.
Making love.
I've been trying to get his nipples going.
Stop. Okay,
we're
11 minutes in. So you liked Summerhouse.
I loved it. I was really excited.
You also watched a little bit of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and just because I've been fascinated on Mauricio becoming a DJ Momentum.
You know, I've been speaking about the DJ stuff, and the people that have been listening know how I feel.
The sad thing is, though, I was telling the audience last night on the Beverly Hills recap, is that Mauricio will probably end up being successful at it because these men, they end up like they'll put the work in on those things rather than their relationship.
Yeah, I mean, even Amanda said on Watch What Happens Live, that Kyle works harder on his career than he did their relationship. But like when I was talking about it with Ryan, Ryan's like, "There's real money in DJing."
Because they're like, "Why are these guys?" No, because
needs money.
No, but I'm saying like, why are all these Bravo celebrities doing it? Because they're getting paid.
No, because they want attention and.
No, but I'm saying Meredith Marks is making decent money.
Meredith might need money
when they hire her.
Dorinda might need money, but like Maurice has dough.
Yeah, that was weird. And
Maurice just wants the puss.
For him to say he has time to kill, I'm like, how do you have time to kill? You run the agency. Like, how easy is it being a real estate agent?
Well, he's just like the face now.
He's just the face, yeah. So, and also, you did actually enjoy last night's The Traitors, which I'll be recapping with Bergie, but you actually got into it last night.
I thought it was a really good episode.
Yeah, Rob is really...
Rob made the wrong choice, though. Rob should have made that choice that he initially said to get Johnny as a traitor and then, like, get him out immediately. Like, Rob's playing the best game of traitors I've ever seen on The Traitors, which is shocking to me. And you know how I feel about Rob? Like, Rob's family is really interesting. Like his parents are very hot and they live in this like beautiful compound similar to like my boyfriend Whitner's compound in Alabama, and they have a beautiful family. They have a child with Down syndrome. I think that there's just like so much there. Like I wish I could produce that show. Guys, reach
out to Rob, man. Maybe you could.
Hit me
but
up.
He doesn't also, he said he's turned down so many things, but they kept coming back to him for The Traitors, and he finally accepted because he does love gameplay.
Well, I think that family should have their own show. I think they're really interesting.
Yeah, so he's doing great, but we'll do a full recap of that tomorrow. Now, Southern Charm, we got a lot of messages where people were like, I can already hear you guys talking about Sally, and especially Rebecca, because this week's episode, Sally... What's wrong? I mean, I want to... wait. Let me preface this real quick saying, we do not know Sally. I realize what you see on reality television is not the whole of a person. I realize these things are edited down, but...
Can I just say one thing with that? And I think I might have said this before. Since being with the love of my life, Ryan, I've met a lot of Bravo celebrities. Most of them are exactly like they are on television. Like literally, like I can't think of one where I'm like, wow, they're so different and that's weird. Like,
yeah. Folks, we're here once again to talk about our friends over at Quince. Now, you know how much I love Quince. I think I have about 10 pieces of Quince in my wardrobe, and at my baby shower this weekend, I will be wearing a jacket from Quince. Now, a well-built wardrobe is about pieces that work together and hold up over time. All my pieces from Quince has done that. And that's what they do best. Premium materials, thoughtful design, and everyday staples that feel easy to wear and easy to rely on, even as the weather shifts. They have everyday essentials. I love the quality because it lasts. Organic cotton sweaters, polos for every occasion, lighter jackets that keep you warm in the changing seasons. I could go on and on. Now, Quince works directly with top factories and they cut out the middleman so you're not paying that brand markup, just quality clothing. Everything is built to hold up to daily wear and still look good season after season. Plus, they only partner with factories that meet rigorous standards for craftsmanship and ethical production. So, refresh your wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/sobad for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. Hello, my Canadian friends. That's QUINCE.com/sobad. Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sobad. So you think they're exactly like...
I'm just saying that the ones that I've met, which have been quite a few, are exactly like they are on TV. Now, Sally is a weird bitch, guys. Like, Sally is the type of girl that do not be friends with her. You have to like back away from that friendship without turning around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you back away slowly. You don't turn your back on it. Like, it's scary. Like, she scares me. Like, she's a weird.
Well, I also think she has the mentality of a 5-year-old. You know, like she seems just like, Austin's single. She just started like almost having convulsions in the car like a little kid of like, oh my God, do I get to pick out one toy at the toy place? Like, it was so fucking on brand for what we've seen of Sally this season. Having said all of this, I never want Sally to leave this show. She is so good for reality television. Now, who knows if they're going to give her a glow up next season, but my God, this show needed somebody like Sally. It works because she's able to upset Queen Craig. She's able to upset him. She's able to get Austin turned on.
And she makes the audience riled up.
But also, Sally has her fans. I also hear a lot about this with Sally. Like, you are so good looking, girl. Why do you have this personality? Why do you have this personality?
That, like, the girls that I know that are like this are the hottest girls, are the most beautiful. Like,
where they would have no reason to have this kind of behavior.
I'm thinking of one in particular. She's like the most beautiful girl I've ever met, and she was this girl.
Melania? No, so listen, this was what...
Can I say one more thing?
I don't know.
I was going back to what Sally said on Watch What Happens Live, being like, Austin and I are the same person. And when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? But now, like, really seeing Austin's diabolical ways, I think they are the same person. I think they both don't give a fuck about other people but themselves. Like,
well, but really then they profess to give a deep fuck about other people. Also, it is because you hear the other Southern Charm cast members talk about, you know, Sally and even Austin in other interviews. And don't worry, I know Craig is a major problem as well. And I know Shep. Reality TV is full of like all problems. It's just like, which problem do you want to focus on this season? But Austin, they all talk about these people so glowingly. Like, even though we don't think, or like, don't be friends with Sally, all like I watched the after show, Vanita, Charlie, they all talk about Sally glowingly. Molly, even, who calls her out.
She was like
Molly
the
on the after show
one on this episode.
Yeah, I mean, talks, you know, like lovingly and glowingly. So it's one of those things you have to keep in the back of your mind. But I think we all know people of like, yeah, that person is, when it comes to relationships, they are shit for brains.
My guy Whitner was saying how it is on Watch What Happens Live. Like, he really was... God, guys, Whitner, man. Like, whoa, that house. Woo.
Yeah, we had to put down rubber sheets on the bed when we watched this episode. It was
wow. I'm glad he's back. Like, he came back with a bang.
These were the sounds when at any time Whitner's house or Whitner was shown, she'd be like, oh, Oh, lovely.
Because
Amazing.
it was spectacular.
And this wasn't even her putting on a show. This was just like,
Us sitting in bed, hanging out.
Amazing. Oh, of course. Oh, I love it.
Well, how could you not? The sweeping cameras.
Itchy
and,
Farm, Itchy.
I'm ready to go to Itchy Farm.
Was it Itchy Knees? I haven't
Itchy
read
Farms.
No, but it was something itchy.
Because when he was little,
no, I know
they
the
were
blades
itchy,
of grass.
Yeah, it was also charming,
No.
right?
Whitner, this is a great calling card for Whitner in any sort of dating scenario. This season, he has managed to not do any dickish moves yet. And he
comes across so well.
We all come across. He'll get there. Believe me, there will be a time for Whitner.
Well, I worry because, Andy Cohen has said he's been trying to get one of the, how do I say the last names? Whitner's last name?
Oh, Slagball
or something on the show because he's friends with Janie, who's
Jimmy Buffett's wife.
Now, whenever Andy tries to get someone on the show for so long, they're always too good for the show. I think of Carol Radziwill,
yeah.
Who was obviously too good for the show, but who I love, bad timing to talk about her. But
he's been trying to get Anderson Cooper on Vanderpump Rules for a decade now.
But Whitner is really something special, guys.
He's not something. He's just a guy. He's a tall guy that has family money. That's all he is.
He's smart.
I'm jealous. That's the only reason I'm doing this.
He has a cute dog. He's attractive.
He works out twice a day.
He works out.
Yeah.
He has an adorable house. Besides that.
You love his dishware?
Oh, well, he's just very...
He's your speed.
Yeah.
You see your future when you see Whitner.
No, I see it with you.
No, you kind of see it.
I love
yeah,
you so much. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, but you're trying to get me to go somewhere.
But wait till we go to BravoCon in 2 years.
Yeah.
I leave you that night.
You didn't come home to feed the baby, Rebecca. Yeah.
I was with the slab bog or whatever his name is.
So
I'm totally joking, everyone.
No,
I love Ryan. We're going to be together forever.
They know. Let's see here. Okay, so this is Southern Charm, Season 11, Episode 10, and the description the cable company gives us says, the gang heads to Whitner's family farm for an overnight getaway. Austin reveals some news about Audrey. I wish this was more than a one-night getaway. Why didn't we do a weekend? And I will say Southern Charm has been always a good show where they do take little weekend trips or little night trips if you watch from Season 1 on. That seems to always happen, and I dig it. I dig the change of scenery completely. I loved seeing the scenic.
You loved the Whitner's house, right? It was really beautiful.
Yes, and all the different cabins and even the outside glamping tents.
How much is that place worth? I can't even imagine.
Why don't you slide into Whitner's DMs?
Listen, if he's been listening, it's been a glowing review every episode. But I just wonder, how much is that to keep up every year? The grounds are spectacular. Did you notice that maze they had?
Yeah, that's where Whitner takes his victims and chases them around.
No.
There's going to be something. There's going to be something that comes out about Whitner. I'm praying.
Molly said there isn't.
No, Molly was on the show last week, and she says he's a great guy.
He's on the right side of history. He's at the protests.
Yeah, he's done all of the great things. So the stories that we've been dealing with so far that they show us in the previously seen is Craig and Charlie went on an oyster date and they just smiled goofy at each other. Austin was being on the fence about Audrey. He met with his mom last week and his mom told Austin having kids is the best thing I ever did. Vanita is missing her friendship with Sally because she brought the fun. Yeah, there's always that one friend that is just wildly unstable that brings the fun.
The one that I'm thinking of in my head that reminds me of Sally would bring the fun. She would call me at 11 a.m. being like, let's go get drunk. It was very bad for my life, though. Are we going to talk about Watch What Happens Live at some point?
What about Watch What Happens Live?
With Austin and
Whitner?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it,
okay.
Yeah. Let me know whenever you think the natural time to... remember, they showed us Sally and the chickens. So Sally got these chickens because of Craig, even though she said it was her dream to own chickens. And now she owns the chickens, and now it's Craig's fault. We had ended last week's episode with the guy's birthday dinner for Austin's birthday, which was amazing, that scene. And they were arguing, and Austin was like, you told me that you're an addict, so you don't drink anymore, and now you're Mr. Shot King. you manipulated me, Craig. And Craig's like, you have nothing to show for the last 5 years of your life. Nothing I do in my life is for you, buddy. And Austin's like, you are the liar of all liars. So we don't have to be friends anymore, Craig yells. I wanted to know, like, what happens when, like, I wanted to know, like, when they cut that scene and when they're getting their mics taken off of them, because I've noticed.
They're like, oh.
Well, no, like, I wanted to know, like, what the vibe was when they, you know, like, we've done a couple things for the Jeff reality show, and you get mic'd up and then you have to take the mic off afterwards, and you usually have this moment with, like, the crew.
It's like after you fuck someone you don't want to fuck anymore.
Well, no, you
get that thing. But
you're looking in their eyes, like,
and then you're like, oh, you really got to go.
When did you get to be this filthy? You've gotten filthier and filthier every episode.
It's who I am. Like, I don't know why you're acting like you don't know me or something. Like, that's what you found charming about me. Like, it's weird.
We're joking, you guys. Cut. Okay, sorry.
Take your mic off.
Take your mic off. No, but sometimes you'll look at the crew then of, like, kind of like, was that okay? Was that too crazy? Was that, you know, like, you have those moments. So I just wonder, and these people have been with these guys for a lot of seasons. So I do wonder, even on the crew, where they stand. They're like, are they like, fuck Craig? Or they're like, Austin, you killed it in that scene. Also, Austin presents as normal. I mean, they all present as normal, but I think Austin's hitting it a little hard at all ends. And I think he barely is hanging. I don't want to, but you know what I'm saying? Like, even like, I think he's burning the candle at both ends. Sometimes it feels like.
When he was on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy was like, was that hard to think about Audrey watching this season? He was like, it was hard for me. Like, are you psycho? Like, truly, like, poor Audrey. Think about someone else but yourself. Like,
well, but the reality is that he thinks, he doesn't realize that's hurtful, because I do believe that, you know, there is a part of him that he does feel in pain about it. And that he does. I mean, like, it's.
I don't really think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's nearly as thought out as you would think. But I will say, I do think when we get to the car scene, I do think it's very thought out. I think at the end of the day, consciously or subconsciously, Austin wants to put his penis in Sally, and he knows me
that. For talking about,
I said penis. I didn't say cock. I mean, like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I used the nice term for the penis, like, you know, penis.
Austin wants to put his penis in a lot of people. I don't think he discriminates.
Exactly. And that's why I even think even the Sally-Austin relationship, I think they've definitely done the hippity-dippity.
Oh, of course. But he also said during BravoCon that he almost fucked Lindsay Hubbard.
Oh, well, we did meet somebody, the both of us, that had
relations, not full
relations,
but had relations. And she said during the Audrey-ness, he was still sending her sexy texts. And Ryan,
yeah, but who knows? Maybe sexy texts are like, "Hey, what's up?" Maybe that's a sexy text.
This was a real person. And like, you acted so surprised when I've been telling you.
I was surprised about that.
From the very beginning that, like, these are who these guys are. Like,
I think Austin's a kid in a candy store. I think if you are a guy or a girl having so much mainly positive attention thrown on you, is going to fuck up the way you think.
Yes, but you're a grown-up. He's a grown person. He's not 22.
But we've already talked about it. Reality shows give you Arrested Development.
He hasn't been on that long. He's been on since he was 32.
It turns you into a child because you don't need to have a real job anymore.
He has the trop pop.
He's not, but as Craig said, he's not really doing that to.
Did you ever try trop pop?
No. I don't think I've ever searched for it, but I don't know. I mean, I would. I'm not a huge fan of beers and IPAs and stuff like that.
I love a beer. Send me Trop Pop.
Yeah, after we talk mad shit about you. Hey, send us some free Trop Pop. But by the way, this is how that works, you guys. This is like an hour and a half advertisement for all of these shows. I was realizing that, you know, it's like I basically do a commercial for like reality shows and pop culture. Even if I'm talking bad about something, it still puts it on people's radar.
We just said Trop Pop like 5 times.
Yeah, Trop Pop. Now you want a Trop Pop. By the way, this is the kind of advertisement Trop Pop should do. It should just be like 30 seconds of people talking mad shit about Austin, and they go, anybody need a beer? Trop Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send it our way.
Anyway, so
we'll drink it the whole next episode and talk about it multiple times.
To be honest, I don't know if I could drink.
I can't drink it.
Yeah.
Damn, I forgot.
Do you have any NA?
I forgot I'm 8 months pregnant.
Okay, so we cut to the beginning of the episode. Shep is like half-ass stretching in some park in Charleston.
I was like, wow, Shep works out? Like, I think this is the first time he's
Shep,
ever worked out.
They all work out at the same the same gym that they were talking about. Whitner, Shep, Austin, and Craig. But remember, Austin just goes there and uses the treadmill.
Yeah, that's
but they
all
shut the
that's
fuck
like
up.
Me
because
too.
But
it's like a hardcore gym with no AC.
Yeah, it's and Charleston, that's got to be really intense. Man.
But you get I'm sure that's a great workout.
We see Shep leaning on a Confederate cannon
God,
while he's stretching. Whitner comes into the scene. He's like, "Oh, your old ass getting a stretch in." Whitner, Mr. Perfect, is like, "I already worked out today. Did my normal routine."
Yeah, because he has a beautiful routine where he wakes up at 4:30, he walks the dog, he does his workout, like all before he goes to work. Like he's a real man.
Anyways, Shep is like, "Oh, Whitner,
I'm kind of the same. Like I woke up, I went to the gym.
Yeah, I woke up. I did the first thing that he did.
And I came back and you were in bed.
I was in bed working. You saw I had my computer out.
You were watching The Pit.
Oh, well, that is work. I was watching The Pit. Yes.
You had already seen The Pit.
Not this episode. It was a new episode last night. I was trying to keep up. There's a lot to keep up with. Whitner, Shep says, Whitner, last night was a tempest. You got to love the way Shep speaks.
You know I love it.
Oh, last night was a tempest, a tornado of activity. We flash back to Whitner calling his mom and saying that there's going to be a full house at their property out there.
I got nervous because I was like, can we stop bringing moms and dads to these things? Like,
why?
Like Austin brought his mom to Watch What Happens Live.
Yes.
And I'm like, we can't be our full messy selves when we bring mom and dad.
When we bring Austin's beautiful mom and sister in the front row of Watch What Happens Live, we can't really get into Austin's behavior.
He really did kind of say it how it was, and his sister had the best reactions ever.
Oh, in regards to
in regards to Sally, because he was like, "Oh yeah, my mom loves Sally,"
and then there's a reaction from the mom and sister.
The mom literally shakes her head no, and then was like, "Oh," and she when you just do something like that by mistake, and then the sister gave her mom a look like, "What the?" You can tell they hate her.
Well, I mean, as a woman, are there? I mean, I would. Is it obviously because that's her son, but also because is there the type of woman that? And by the way, why am I speaking in code? Sally said it. Like, I have my targeting on Austin. I'm going for this guy, and so sometimes other women don't appreciate that because it's like,
he
what?
Had a girlfriend.
Yeah, and she still did not care about that. And she's coming off just 2 weeks before having a major crush on Craig.
And Austin's sister loved Audrey. Like, if your sister was watching something like that, I assume she'd be not into that woman.
Yeah, no.
You know?
Well, there are people there are people in your life as a guy that people warn you about. And you might not see it.
The other way, too.
And you might not see it.
Women get but I'm saying men.
You might not see it, but you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, but they see it very clearly. So I wonder, in regards to romantic relationships with Sally, I feel like a lot of women warn people about Sally.
Because she's weird.
And she uses these reality shows as like a dating pool. Like, it seems like she just goes on shows to like fall in love with people.
Well,
good
luck.
Well, because I bet, like, Sally, that's what I'm saying. It's like an infantilization where I do believe she has little dreams about, like, marrying Austin or anybody that she has a crush with, like, oh, then we're going to play house and we're going to have a family. Like, that's the vibe.
Yeah. That's what you do. You get married, you have children. And again, like, she's not going to do that for a very long time. And even Austin said that on Watch What Happens. He was like, she says all these things, but she acts very differently. It's like, it's hard.
She says all these. I mean, like, the reality of that, like, you want to have a kid and all that, you're out till like 4 a.m. You're drinking and you have this doctor job
She's not a doctor. She went to a 10-week course.
Yeah, but anyways.
Because she was talking about how she, like, I mean, we're sorry, we're, like, not following the linear line of the show, but, like, she was talking about how she was, like, a bartender at something.
Well, no, later on in the show, Molly points out that they used to work at Republic together 4 years ago.
And I mean, if this chick was a doctor.
How did that interfere with your doctoring? Like, you were working at Republic with Molly?
You can do that.
Like, okay.
When you're going to school.
Girl, get yours. But, like, also, my thought with Sally, too, is, like, just like she was targeting Austin, was she targeting this show?
Yes.
Was she like, I'm either getting on this show or I'm getting on Southern Hospitality. Point blank, period.
The first episode that I was on, like, she went after Vanita because she wanted to be a main cast member. Like, that's the reason. Like, people, we see this all the time on these reality shows. Like, people don't want to be best friends with Sheena Shea because she's so interesting to be with. It's because she's on a freaking television show. Like, hello.
Wow, I'm really just got my ass handed to me, you guys.
No, but I mean, like, come on.
No, I like to believe in the best of people, and I also don't think it's like the best thing in the world to be on a reality show. So I don't know.
Yeah, because you're a 40-something-year-old person that, like, has a full brain.
I don't have a full brain. You know this. That's not true at all.
Anyway, let's get back to this.
Okay, so Shep is like, I don't know how Austin and Craig's fight is going to affect the relationship. They need a real tete-a-tete. Another big Shep tete-a-tete. All right.
I love it.
And Shep lets us know in a talking head. He goes, I've been on vacations with Austin and Craig who are freaking blowouts, and we don't even talk about it the next day. I mean, we live in the South. That's just how we operate.
But that's how men operate, too. Like, women, we talk our feelings out so much, like, to the point of exhaustion.
Well, you know what it is, too? Like, when booze is involved, they'll be like, hey, that drink went down pretty smooth, and now we're laughing together. Wow, isn't this fun? And they'll almost like trick themselves into being highly caffeinated or highly drunk as friendship, and they'll be like, actually, this works. I hated you yesterday, but this feels pretty good right now. Like, there's a dumbness.
Let's go fuck.
No, there's a dumbness about it. And also, it cracked me up that Shep was like, we've had so many huge blowouts, these guys, where I'm like, even with cameras down, it feels like you go out with Craig and Austin, and there's 50% chance that they're going to get into a blowout.
But that's why this show is so good. It's because they really do hang out when the show isn't going. It's not Beverly Hills where they don't talk for 4 months,
So Whitner's like, as long as my parents don't, as long as they're insulated from all this, all's good. We cut to Miss Patricia's house, and Whitney comes in there with his mustache, and Miss Patricia's like,
in his ripped shirt.
You promised you'd get rid of that mustache. And he's like, oh, Mom, I'll do a Victorian era mutton chop walrus. And then
poor Miss Patricia.
Miss Patricia goes, you're not too old to spank. Yeah, I would give Miss Patricia money if there was a scene where she did spank Whitney with like a wood paddle or like an old Southern wood paddle.
Like Randy comes in, hands her the paddle.
Randy the butler?
Yeah, he hands it to
I'm
her.
in between DJ gigs right now.
Another DJ! Oh my God. No, but that room, that blue room was so beautiful. I just love that house so much. It's really gorgeous, and yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic.
Yeah. It really is. We got to read her book that she sent us. I got to actually make a video or something, post that I got that to be nice. Because that's why she probably sent it, so she can get promotion.
It's been a really long time. You should have done that.
We got it last week.
Okay.
Okay. I'm so disorganized. I need just a professional organizer with me at all times. Anyways, they talk about Miss Patricia finding 4 bagpipe players for the ceremony for their dog Chauncey, who passed away. And there's going to be a psalm reading or a Bible verse, and Austin's going to participate because he was so close to Chauncey the dog. And then Whitney tells Patricia about the birthday dinner, and we flash back to Whitney going, apologize to Craig, Austin. Apologize right now.
I mean, it's bad when Whitney's saying.
Yeah, when he's like, apologize. And Whitney even has a talking head and says, I am shocked that Austin would say he hates Craig. And he's like, Mom, it was one of the most tumultuous dinners. I think there is a finality. He's had it with Craig. Then we cut to Austin moping and walking down the stairs of like, bum, dum, bum, bum. And he grabs the cats. He's like, Piper, you're supposed to be my emotional support cat. And then he pulls out, it's time for some day drinking. He pulls out a bottle of wine, and you said it was a heavy pour.
It was a heavy pour.
This, in
These people really drink.
They try to make it seem like it's the next day, even though I don't think it was the next day, because just in the timeline, that would have meant he had to break up with Audrey right after that dinner for his birthday party, which I'm like, he was hammered, then went home and broke up with Audrey after he fought with Craig. He was like that upset at Craig. He was like, I'm going to fucking break up with Audrey right now. So I don't think this is the natural timeline. But he pours this huge glass of wine and he calls Madison. And he's like, I'm calling because I got personal stuff. And funny enough, I felt like calling you. Like,
I knew that
is
they
Madison,
had
but is Madison supposed to be like, oh, thank you, Austin.
Well,
wow.
I knew they had broken up from when he said that because, like, he would have called not Madison.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. What do you mean?
Because he has no one else to call.
Well, yeah, but also is it that thing of, I don't know. I do wonder sometimes what Brett truly thinks of Austin.
I wouldn't like Austin if I was Brett. Like, I would not be. That would be hard for me. Like, I know there's like a show and there's money, a lot of money. Like, that's the reason we have this like 10,000 square foot house. But I think that would be very difficult for me.
Yeah. We flash back to the dinner when Craig is like, you bitch about your girl and you're still with her. And then in a talking head, Austin's like, I just don't even care about the status of me and Craig's friendship right now. But we don't know, we think the show makes it seem like Austin was calling about the birthday dinner when in reality we find out he was calling to say he broke up with Audrey. But we don't find that out till later in the episode. We cut to Craig meeting Charlie outside his house. She's carrying a big painting.
And he doesn't even try to take it from her.
No, he's like, you want me to grab that? She's like, I got it. He's like, cool.
Like,
awesome.
And she puts the painting up like he's kind of a child.
Yeah, but like, so did Craig, I want to know the details. How much did Craig buy this painting for?
Probably a lot.
But why don't we get the figure?
Why don't we see like $10,000?
We see it on Beverly Hills. How much did he spend? Also, they are so awkward together. I think they're both awkward people. I'm an awkward person. But also, Charlie, obviously beautiful, but she has this, and I mean this in a loving way. There's like a praying mantis vibe about her body where she kind of just goes, you know what I'm saying? Like the way she moves her hands and her head, there's this.
I think they're cute together.
No, there's nothing about them not being cute together. But I'm saying Charlie has this interesting, awkward way of holding her head and hands when she talks. Did you notice that at all?
I have. I mean, yeah, actually.
Yeah,
yes,
there you go.
Yeah.
Anyways, we cut to Sally and Molly. They're doing some head massage together. Sally invited Molly because she wants to campaign in politics to have friends.
And how bad do you want to do a head massage? I wanted to do one of these head things so badly.
I could take it or leave it, but I mean, I'm sure it's awesome, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Molly lets us know that they've known each other for 4 years. They worked at Republic together, and we used to text every day, and then our friendship has now gotten to an awkward place. So that was funny. Like, it is interesting. Like, they were texting every day.
She texts a lot of people.
Sally texts a lot. I would love to see Sally's phone.
For being a doctor, like, she really has a lot of time on her hands. Work at Republic, text every day.
But, yeah. So Molly in a talking head says, I wonder if Sally's trying to get back on my good side because she's having issues with Charlie and Vanita. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. Molly knows
is
it.
The only voice of reason on this show. Molly's like, she's a psycho. Like, she really is.
But well, you mean psycho as a compliment?
No, I mean, later on she says that Sally is psycho.
Oh, I thought you meant you called Molly a psycho. I was like, she's not a psycho unless you mean as a compliment.
She says Sally's a psycho.
Yeah.
Like, Molly's the only one that's saying what the audience is saying.
And, so they're getting a head massage, and Sally says that she hasn't seen Vanita. She texted me the other day and said, miss you, stink. And Molly's like, you guys are so weird. Like, Vanita's texting her, miss you, stink, because that's the kind of shit they had, like that shorthand stuff, which gets a little weird as well. But I think Sally looks at friendships as like little chess pieces, Is that like, oh, I don't need Vanita right now, so I can throw Vanita and talk shit about Vanita. And also we get into it, but I thought it was ridiculous what Sally's about to say. In a talking head, Sally goes, Vanita's the only reason me and Molly are at each other right now. Any rumors have always come from Vanita,
Well, this little Vanita montage did not look great.
It didn't look great. She did, all of those things, but I was saying, those are cherry picking when you could do that same edit with anyone in this cast. They all talk shit. Like, I do not think at the end of the day, Vanita's like, ooh, it's always been Vanita all the way. Sally, we would have a full episode of Sally talking shit about people. Are you kidding me? It's just that it's convenient, in my opinion, for Sally to use this in this moment and say, blame all of this on Molly. I blame all of this
because she's been using Vanita for a year.
And Molly says, I am sad we let Vanita pit us against each other. And like, do you really think Vanita was like, I'm trying to pit them against each other? Now, maybe like devil's advocate, maybe Vanita was so insanely jealous of Molly and Sally's relationship that she did do it.
I don't think so.
Anyways, we cut to Madison, 34 weeks pregnant, in her closet. Brett calls her and she says she's never had anxiety until she had a child. It's been a big clusterfuck. We're riddled with anxiety already.
Every day.
Like, so, I mean, but even before you were pregnant, I'm riddled with anxiety. So
and
I love that Madison said, I've never used to have anxiety, which is like, there are people like that out there. God bless them.
You wouldn't have noticed this, but when Madison put her phone propped up against her perfumes, she propped it up next to a $500 perfume. It's called the Baccarat Rouge 540. I've been wanting to smell this perfume for a very long time. I don't know. Tell me where I can smell a little bit of it, because I can't buy it. Like, I'm not going to spend $500 on a perfume I've never smelled, but it's supposed to be the number.
Well, I hope you're not going to spend $500 on a perfume regardless.
No, if it's really that amazing.
I got my cologne at like
I gave you a bunch of colognes and you haven't.
You gave me the
yet.
test, the little test.
I know, and then you get to pick what you want. So you got to start trying those out.
Yeah. I have a natural musk, you guys. You're not shocked to hear that, I'm sure.
Anyway, tell me where I can
Hey, what
get...
do I smell like, by the way? Be kind.
No, you smell good.
But like what? What do I smell like?
I don't know. What do I smell like?
Oh, you have like a nice... I'm not good with like describing smells, but it smells nice.
I use Wes St. Bart's perfume, which is so good.
The direction app, Wes?
No, it's Ouai.
Ouai.
But that's not how you say it.
Yeah.
I think it's Way, but I think it's called Way. And St. Bart's smells to me like you were just laying at the beach all day. Like, it's unbelievable. I think you guys will like it. But again, let me know where I can get a little tester of
So we cut to like Molly in her house playing with her cat, Robert Downey Jr.
Robert looks like he's been through things.
Well, Sally's probably been after Robert Downey
Jr.
Just like Robert Downey Jr. We cut to Sally and she's moved the chickens inside and she's like, who pooped on top of the food? Oh,
what does she expect their chickens? Why didn't she get like grown chickens and not baby chicks? Because like with the baby chicks, you really got to do the work, you know?
No, and Sally doesn't want to do the work unless it meant winning Craig. And she's like, fuck these chickens. It's time for them to go. Why did I get chickens? So, I mean,
The chickens storyline is really disturbing to both of us.
It's very disturbing.
Because we would never do that. And my dream is for us to have chickens.
And I know they filmed this like 6 months ago, but if they had filmed this and it was like Love Island style, where it was like yesterday, I would call the ASPCA on Molly.
Can we talk about Love Island for a second? Big news from Love Island. This is a break from Southern Charm. Molly May is pregnant.
A lot of them don't watch Love Island UK, so...
Oh, well, I would
but
think
she's
that
a legend in Love Island.
Would know Molly May is pregnant with Tommy Fury's baby.
She's back with Tommy.
And, I mean, I was surprised and not surprised. She said she's almost in her third trimester, so she's going to be giving birth in, like, May or June,
Baba-doo.
I mean, Tommy better... get it together.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Sally better get it together with these chickens, but I don't think these chickens are long for this earth. Or maybe she just does give it to Craig and he gets past the homeowners association. But regardless, I do think she's going to cook these chickens. I think it's going to be at a barbecue at the end of the season.
Cute.
And I think that'll be the final straw with the audience and Sally. We cut to Chef.
If she did that, I think they would have to kick her off the show. Like,
I don't think they would ever show it. Like, if she did that, I think they would.
What movie is that where they...
The Help.
No, when the bunny.
Oh, Fatal Attraction.
And she is Fatal Attraction.
Well, we've never seen her be violent, but I mean, I bet there's some wild stories about Sally with exes and stuff like that, like I bet.
Reach out to SoBadIt'sGood@gmail.com.
So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey.
Yeah, sorry. So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey.
We cut to Shep picking up Whitner for the trip.
How cute is this little blue house?
Oh, there you go. She's cute. Oh, the tree. Oh, I love the tree. Oh.
And he cuts it down all the time. Like,
he's like, I cut that bad boy down every couple weeks. Yep.
Yeah, you should be doing that with our tree. We have a big tree.
I'm not that person.
but we have a nice tree that needs cutting, actually,
there's
right
just
now.
no way. Anyways, Craig comes home. Craig comes over to the Whitner's place, and he brought harvested honey from his backyard for Whitner's mom.
What a doll. Like, can you imagine? Like, that is very charming. Like, from his own bees?
Yeah,
like,
from his own bees.
You know who wouldn't kill the chickens? Craig.
No, Craig, I mean, listen, Craig would do a lot of things, but he wouldn't kill the chickens.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, and it's not even that it's not on the surface, but they refer to it so much, is that Craig is obviously a goofy mess, but he's a goofy mess that really wants to work on himself, but he does it in all the wrong ways sometimes. Like, he'll do it with ChatGPT, he'll do it with this, but he's also wildly insecure. Like, even Shep will be like, yeah, this guy actually wants to treat women well. Like, I'm trying to do butt stuff. Like, this guy actually, like, wants to make sure that, like, he likes they like
Craig
him before.
Craig is also doing butt stuff.
Well, no, I'm not saying, but I'm saying, like, Shep wants to do butt stuff on the first night and then not learn your name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's different.
Why can't you do butt stuff on the first night?
Wait, butt stuff's the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? He just wants to get it in, Shep.
Okay.
He wants to get it. Boom, one done. Thank you, ma'am. What is it? Anyways.
I don't know.
So Whitner lets us know that there's not enough beds at his parents' place, so they put up glamping tents, but they're glamping tents with AC.
I was worried about that.
And Craig's like, you know what? I'm in a good mood today. I'll take one of the tents. It's just one night. Also, those tents looked awesome.
They did look good.
We cut to Sally packing her car. Molly is meeting her, and Molly, she's like, you cut your face. And she's like, I did? She's like, oh, I'm bleeding. Great. And then she lets us know she runs into doors constantly. She said that she broke a piece of her orbital bone off of a gate.
I love Molly. Like, she's very charming to me. I also like that cut turns into a legitimate bruise as the
episode continues.
Episode goes
but
on.
I love that
That's very much us. Like, when I first met Ryan, I tried to tell him that I was that way, and he didn't believe me.
Oh, you guys, I'm like, it's not daily, but I will say a couple of times a week without joke, like, I will hear a glass break.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's not.
I can't have nice glasses.
I mean, we go through so many glasses that I'm a klutz. And then I was like, oh, this is like a real klutz.
I told you I was. I remember on
but
the
like,
dating
you just hear,
app,
I just hear you. I'll be in the, because the kitchen's right next to the, 3 feet from the living room, but it's just like, you'll hear you cooking and just be like,
or I'll burn my hand terribly.
Oh yeah, it's wild, you guys. Anyways, Charlie pulls up. Did you notice how Charlie brought all the coffees? Because Sally's like, you get the coffee, I bet.
Yeah.
She just gives out. I love that we just hate Sally so much.
Oh, another thing Whitner, my boyfriend, said is that he went on a date with Charlie and they filmed it on
what?
But it didn't.
I don't think
shown.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they were saying. I don't know, because remember Sally and Charlie said something was off about Whitner, but I asked Molly last week, and they said
MAGA,
no.
And he doesn't hate.
No, I don't think it's that, but there's got to be something. So Sally's already like, I don't know if I call a farm trip a vacation. And then we cut to Austin and Vanita and Rodrigo. They're in a car together. And this is where Austin pulls out his golf clubs, and there's a Fish cover, Rebecca's favorite band, Fish.
There was a Fish cover. See, I took notes, and that was in my notes.
Okay, so explain to people what you saw.
There was, I don't know what they call, I'm not a golfer, so I don't know.
No, but what is it? It was the covering.
It's the little,
that's
circles.
The drummer.
Yeah, the drummer wears a dress, and it has these little, red circles on it, and he wears that every show, and that was what it was on.
Do you think Trey, the lead singer of Fish, would approve of Austin's behavior with women?
That's a very complicated question
because Trey
has been not the most faithful man that there is, but Trey is now a sober man and he's different. But yes, he did bad things.
Okay, so you think he would approve?
No, I don't know. No, I don't think so. But maybe Trey 25 years ago would have.
Well, anyways, she pulls dirty gym socks out of Austin's car.
Shout out, Trey. Love you.
Trey. It'd be great if Trey was like, yeah, man, I do listen to your Southern Charm recaps.
Right.
I don't really do your Beverly Hills, but I love your SoCo.
Yeah. SoCo? Do they call it that?
No, I was just making up something.
I like it. I thought it was good.
We cut to in Molly's car, and they're talking about Craig, and Sally's like, I was told the other day that somebody told me that Craig said you're going to fall in love with him, Charlie, and he doesn't want to hurt you. He's been saying it to all the guys. So Sally's already starting, and Molly's like, wait. What if the guys are just twisting his words around, and what if he actually meant like he just doesn't think he's in a place to date? And Molly in a talking head says, I love her, but she is a jealous psycho. Exactly.
She's a jealous.
Exactly. I mean,
she has this twinkle in her eye when she's talking about Craig that, guys, it scares me. Like, she's weird. It's like
the goal of being with Austin is to take down Craig. And a lot of people don't like Craig. So a lot of people like that. A lot of people like Sally for this.
I see a lot of discourse online, and like I don't see anybody liking Sally.
Okay.
You do?
No, I mean, I see a lot of people saying she's beautiful.
She is really pretty.
But I always.
So is everyone on this show.
Yeah. But anyways, Sally's like, that is not what's happening. He is the fucking problem. Craig is the fucking problem. And Charlie in a talking head goes, well, the Craig I spent time with, like, I can't see him saying something like that.
But Whitner did say on Watch What Happens Live that Shep also told him.
Yes, obviously Shep did say, we find out later in the episode that Shep says, well, I was just saying it like, you're not like a player. I was just you were more nervous.
He did say that he was going to fall in love or whatever.
But he
did say that.
But wait, we heard him say that last week at the dinner. Craig said that at the dinner. Greg was like, is it okay to like date somebody? And like, I'm just scared that like, what if I don't like her all of a sudden? And then like, is that bad? Remember at the dinner?
Well, that's different then.
But that's what he was saying. He was like, I don't want her to get all like into me. And then like, I break up with her or I break her heart. He did say those things, but it was more of like, I took it as more of like, I'm worried to like fully get into this because what if I can't trust myself?
Okay.
I don't know. So, but also Shep's one of the biggest gossips of this. You think Craig likes gossip.
Yeah.
Shep, we don't even have that scene on film. Shep's just cold calling people in Charleston and telling them things.
All of them are. Austin's a little queen. And Shep's a little queen. Like, they all love to
They just love to queen out together, man.
They love to get on the phone and by the way, drink a white wine.
And Rodrigo's the only one that does it with panache. Rodrigo's the only one that actually is funny when he's talking trash.
True.
We cut to Whitner, Whitner saying, hey, Craig, will you and Austin be cool this weekend? And Craig's like, yeah, but he needs to stop attacking me. And Shep's like, I think there's a world in which you both say to each other, like, you do you, man, you do you. And Craig's like, I do that. And Whitner's like, I just don't want any fireworks going off in front of my parents. We cut to Austin's car, and Austin's like, man, my birthday, my jaw was open. Craig just goes off what he hears, from other people. And Rodrigo's like, he didn't even know Audrey's name the other week. And
that was funny.
We flash back to the engagement party where Craig goes, man, look at Aubrey. She's just sitting by the water.
You've been dating for 2 years.
Look at Aubrey over there. Okay, sorry, Clegg. Vanita in a talking head goes, how long has this been going on between Austin and Craig? But Austin does not have the balls to ever end it with Craig. Rodrigo's like, yeah, they just can't quit each other. Like, go back up to Brokeback Mountain. Rodrigo goes, Austin, did you tell Audrey what happened at the birthday dinner? And Austin's like, I talked to Audrey. Long story short, I told her we're done. Dun, dun, dun. I would love to know the actual conversation because part of me still thinks he led that horse to water and like she initiated the conversation, but I'll trust Austin.
I want Andy to do a Karen Huger sit down.
In the middle of the night and goes to Audrey's house?
Go to Audrey's house. Let's have an hour sit down with her. I want to know
No, because Audrey's a normal person. And I will say, Austin's...
Which is why he should be dating her.
To Austin's credit, I bet the producers asked to have that breakup on camera. And, I will say, even that fight that we didn't get to see that we wanted to see a couple weeks ago, that, we just saw it from a long shot, she was protected from those scenes. Like, the breakup wasn't on camera. And I mean, I know we would have wanted that because we're sick.
She's a real person.
She's a real person. Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know if that's awesome.
Which is why that guy should be with her. Like, you shouldn't be with Sally. You should be with a real human being.
Yeah. But also they will ask you. They'll ask you, can we film at a place? And you can say yes or no.
Yeah.
But I will say you do sometimes feel like, well, I want to be a part of the team. I don't want to screw things up. You kind of feel a little pressure.
No, I mean, you've even been like, no,
Yes. Yeah. So Rodrigo, sorry, I lost my place. Yeah. So talking head Austin says, this is the first time I initiated a breakup with someone. It was just really heartbreaking because she didn't do anything wrong, but something there is like missing and it's like no fault of her own.
He's like, I usually just cheat on them until they like walk in on me. But like this time I actually broke up with someone.
Yeah, because I was like, it almost seems like he's like looking for a pat on the back, like, good for you, dude. Good for you. But if this is what he's saying is true, I mean, like, even if it's bad vibes and feelings, that's the right thing to do instead of stringing her along, right?
Yes, instead of having a threesome and having your girlfriend walk in on
Madison!
Yeah.
Madison!
Or Madison. It's amazing she can be friends with him. Like, that's hard.
You know what it is, too, and I've been guilty of this, too, is that you sometimes just don't want to sit with your own bad feelings. It's selfish. It is completely selfish. And sometimes you mistake it as caring for other people when in reality it's just narcissistic. You know, it's like, well, you're just concerned about yourself when you're pretending that it's like, well, I don't want to make this other person feel bad. But in reality, you're just trying to make yourself not feel bad in that moment. You're gonna feel worse in the long run.
I don't understand. So you have sex with two people at one time?
No. I'm talking about I'm talking about not the sex thing. I'm talking about like he didn't want to have this conversation with Audrey earlier because he couldn't sit there with that bad feeling of like, well, then I'm gonna feel bad. But in reality, he was like, I'm gonna hurt her.
Grow the fuck up. You're 40 years old.
But I'm saying men. Okay. Anyways,
you're 40.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Anyways, we cut to Whitner going, welcome to Itchy Grass Farm.
Oh my God.
It's not Jurassic Park, dude.
It's so
welcome
good.
to Itchy Grass Farm.
What a
This is where I literally wrote the note, shut up, Rebecca, because she's like literally next to me going, oh my God. There's a pond. Oh,
there are
snakes.
2 ponds. And they had canoes. They had a stable. I could go riding. I haven't gone riding in so long.
Oh, you could ride. And Whitner has his own cabin called Cabin Blue Johnson.
Oh, my God. Like, what? How charming.
But then I was like, we should name this house. What should we name the house that we live in? Should we name it like an estate?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not an estate, but like we should name something.
Yeah.
Like Romy's place or no, like we have to think about it, obviously.
Something with the tree. We have a really pretty eucalyptus tree.
Yuki?
I don't know.
Welcome to Yuki's. Sorry. Anyways, they first moved here when Whitner was 5 years old. The grass was big and tall and itchy, and that's why they called it.
How charming is that?
Yes, so beautiful. He didn't name it. His parents named it.
Yes, they're very sweet.
And then we see Marley's Orchard because the parents used to have a dog that would bring their mom an apple every day.
How beautiful is that?
It is beautiful.
It's very sweet.
But Whitner didn't name it. His parents named it Marley's Orchard. I just want to,
I'm just saying the whole family is very charming.
Whitner and a talking head make sure that we know, it's like, listen, we have deep roots in the South, but it doesn't mean we are traditional in the way. So he was like, we don't own slaves. He was trying to be like, listen, we're not like, Confederates. He goes, fun fact, Jimmy Buffett was my uncle. Aunt Jane, there was one of the longest successful marriages in rock and roll history.
Very cool.
And Jimmy Buffett died a couple years ago. Rest in peace. I always hear so many amazing stories about Jimmy Buffett. Like no, I do. I hear so many. I don't hear. It's not. I said Jimmy Buffett, not Whitner.
I'm just saying the family is just very charming.
But he said all of a sudden when Jimmy Buffett was in their family, the world became a bigger place. It was more than just the South. And I thought that was so interesting. And that's like a real thing. That's a real argument in us all trying to be one at some point because we can all teach each other things, is that we can all make each other's world bigger instead of like just kind of like, oh no, this is just the boundaries and we just like rot in the cesspool of hate. Is that if you actually open up your eyes and stuff, like there's so many commonalities and we can make the world so much bigger for all of us.
Oh, lovely.
Well, do you hate that?
No, I don't.
But I'm just saying, I thought that was a nice line I will give Whitner credit. Whitner, you can see one of Rebecca's boobs, okay?
Just one.
We meet Whitner Sr. and Beth, Whitner's parents, and Beth, the mom, is like, you guys are so tall.
See, those
even
guys,
Beth is shocked.
Because they get everybody, because
they're so tall.
But not, Shep is 6'4", and he says...
He goes, Austin's an inch taller than me.
Austin's 6'5".
Yeah.
Wow.
Austin's car's pulling in, and Austin's like, well, I don't want to talk about the breakup with Audrey too much because I don't want it to be a topic. And Rodrigo goes, if it does get brought up, Shep and Craig are going to be like, I told you so. Oh, sorry, they're still driving, actually. And Sally calls. Sally, ring, 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 ring. And Austin's like, Sally Carson, what's going on in your car ride? And Sally's like, we were just talking about Craig. And Rodrigo's like, how much you love him? And Sally's like, no. Anywho, I heard Craig has been telling Charlie he's been, like she's falling in love with him and he doesn't want to lead her on. Like, what makes him so special? She could even break his heart. And Charlie in the back seat goes, I'm just alone. I'm alone. And then Austin goes, I'll be alone with you. And Sally goes,
like, what?
Austin. I'm shocked she didn't have a car crash. I'm shocked it was like roll over on. Sally goes, Austin, you have a girlfriend. And then Austin goes, we have to talk about that.
She does like a triple take. She was like, oh my.
But you could blame this on Sally, obviously, but I think Austin participated in this little tete-a-tete right here as well, because I think Austin is like, he wants to put those hints out there to Sally. So he's like, we got to talk. Hey, we got to talk about that.
He broke up with Audrey because Sally's so on his cock?
I think he knew it was fait accompli. I think he knew if he wanted it was there. Also, I think there were multiple people in that slot. Like, he knows sexually his needs.
He's been talking to 5 other chicks. Again, I believe that New York City girl, those 2 New York City girls that went up to Shep and was like, I'm talking to Austin. I believe that shit. Obviously, that's what was going on.
But
you
maybe
didn't believe it, like,
well,
Ryan's
because maybe,
nice.
but no, I'm not too nice. I've been, but no, I can be mean. You know that.
Not really.
But Austin, I will say, I think, Austin, you can also have conversations with people that you don't realize it's a flirty thing.
Ryan, stop.
No, I'm just saying you don't realize until it's too late.
No, Austin realizes. He doesn't not realize until he's too late.
Well, I think maybe Austin's a little
girl
okay.
This past weekend, she was telling us, I was like, see, duh.
Okay, well, yeah, Austin, but I do think Austin's trying to put out like the breadcrumbs of like, we got to talk. I might not be single anymore. Like, boo-hoo, woe is me.
Well, yeah, because he knows how to work a situation.
Yes, he's not. He's
not like, oh.
We got a diva. He is a diva, dude, and he knows how to work it. And like we said, he knows how to talk girl. He loves talking girl. It's just that he also wants to have sex with the girls he talks girls with, right?
Like you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyways, Rodrigo's like, oh, we're about to go through a tunnel. Gotta go. And then Sally hangs up. Is like, are Austin and Audrey broken up?
Like, it really was like that. It was so weird.
And then she goes, red flag. I'm giddy. And I like it. She goes, red flag and I'm giddy and I like it.
I know, it's really
Did
scary.
you see somebody posted this? Sally put on her stories. It was not hers, but she reposted in her stories of like, the toxic thing about me is that I would go to a Diddy party.
What?
And it was like a Barbie doll burning.
What are
Isn't
you
that
talking
insane?
about? What a freak.
Yeah.
Yo, she's a creepy ass chick. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, back away.
But she thinks she's being funny. I think she thinks she's being funny.
She's a creep. Like, she's weird. Charlie, stop.
In Rodrigo's car, Rodrigo's like, oh, yeah, just don't rush out and get a hand job by Sally, Austin.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm going to get a fucking blowjob.
Yeah, he's like, hand jobs are for
losers.
Hand jobs are for middle schoolers. Yeah. I'm going to get a blowjob out of this. We cut to Rebecca goes, the pool looks beautiful. Make the sounds.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
It really was spectacular.
Oh, you were like, oh, what a pool.
It was beautiful.
We could be out there every day.
Every day. Can you imagine?
Sally's car is pulling up and she goes, oh, itchy grass. I want some itchy in my ass.
Like, what? You want like a sexual disease in your ass? Like, I didn't understand that. Like, you want crabs? I don't really get it.
Sally thinks she's like the funny friend, and she's just
not.
Yeah.
Like, you're scary, you're creepy. Like,
Whitner shows the ladies their rooms, and somebody like makes a joke about like, oh, this is your sex dungeon with Austin, and Sally goes, you said it, not me. I just want to even wonder like the vibe. Like, I wonder if she was like full, like you would feel the heat coming off of Sally's body.
Scary.
We cut to Vanita and Austin and Rodrigo's car pulling up. Everybody's together now. Craig is soaking wet, he tells Charlie, because he's been on grill duty.
Which, like, this looked like he did a good job.
It looks like he did, and look like thick burgers. They look good.
I love it. I'm thinking about us making burgers tonight. Maybe you'll make me a thick burger.
Craig hugs Vanita. Austin in a talking head says, I'm not walking on eggshells anymore with Craig. I'm just going to coexist, you know? Austin says, Sally, why are you looking at me like so tentatively? Because Sally hugs him and like gives him that look of like,
are we gonna fuck?
We're gonna fuck. Shep tells Austin that their drive was fun. Pregnant Madison gets there. Sally asks what's going on. Oh yeah, they're sitting on a pool. Sally and Madison are sitting together, and Sally's like, "What's going on? Is he still dating Audrey?" No, sorry. This is not Sally and Madison yet. It's Sally, and Vanita walks up to Sally, and Sally's like, "What's going on? Is he still dating Audrey?" And Vanita's like, I don't know. You have to ask him. And Sally's like, "You don't know?" And Vanita's like, "I'm not doing that. You know my loyalty runs deep." And Sally's like, "I'm on one today." And Vanita goes, "I can tell, but I don't want us to be on one." And then Sally goes, "Totally. I miss our friendship so much. Like, it's just like when you said that thing about Craig." But it's like, Sally can use, like, I sense that because Vanita was in the car ride with Austin, that Sally was like, "Yeah, I miss our friendship too." Because Sally was like, because Vanita was close with Austin in that car ride.
Oh,
like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have information.
She's
potentially.
Like, you got his stink on.
Yeah, so like, I'm going to be Vanita says, "You know, it was all a misunderstanding. It's not you and I fighting. The only person to hate here is Craig." So Vanita and Sally are bonding in their hatred of Craig. But, Sally says, "I now see Craig for who he is."
Yeah, because he doesn't want to have sex with you.
It really is funny. Like, and that's the sole reason why she hates Craig.
Legitimately.
Because she loved Craig.
She thought he was the best thing.
Listen, there are plenty of reasons to dislike Craig, but it's like so funny to go from liking him so deeply to be like, "I can't believe I was in your hot tub and I have chickens now."
That's why she's got the crazy in her eyes. It's creepy.
Yeah, this is when Sally's sitting next to Madison by the pool, and she's like, "Hey, Teddy, it's your Auntie Sally." She's talking to the belly. And then Sally goes, "Austin's looking sexy as fuck."
Said no one ever.
And then we see Austin in the pool, just bloated, doughy, just like hanging his...
Like pissing in the pool.
Pissing in the pool.
There is nothing
Austin looks I'm ready to fuck. Austin looks sexy as fuck, you guys.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever thought Austin was sexy ever.
No, he obviously is a very good-looking guy.
No, he's not.
There's enough.
Not,
I think you're wrong on this. There's enough girls that think he is like hot.
He's 6'5". Like I said it last time when we met Austin. I did not feel the feelings, but I think if I saw Craig, I'd be like, "Whoa, Craig is really like." Remember that?
Craig's
photo?
Like an old-timey movie star.
That one photo, like.
Of me and him?
Yeah, like Ryan's tall, but I was like, whoa.
That was I used to be in acting class with Joe Manganiello, and that was another one. I had a picture with Joe where I've never felt so deformed in my life. I was like, oh, there's just
that's actually a cute photo. You look cute in that picture.
There's just a difference. You know, you can tell there's a difference. There's a difference. You know, really like, oh, this is why I podcast, you know? And that's why I hate that podcasting is now more video.
Yeah.
I don't want to show my face or my body. Are you kidding me?
But, like, Joe has his weirdness. Like, he has that little dog all the time.
And he loves Dungeons and Dragons and all that stuff.
So, you don't get everything.
No, I'm not. But anyways, I would love to Sally get into Joe Manganiello and act like she's into Dungeons and Dragons. Like, oh, I always thought that was a cool game.
Oh, my God.
Woo!
I had to play Dungeons and Dragons once, and it was like a 5-hour situation. I remember falling asleep at the table, like, literally. And they, like, hired one of those masters. Like, it was like a big...
Oh, cool.
No.
That sounds cool, actually.
Not really.
Anyways, Madison's like, "Too soon to be creepy, Sally." And then she's like, is he still dating Audrey? And she goes, "No, he called me yesterday and said, 'Don't tell a soul.'" Then why are you telling somebody? Because it's a show. And we flash back to that phone call between Madison and Austin. And he's like, "I'm just phoning you. You know, Audrey and I are broken up and I feel gutted, Madison." And Sally says to Madison, "I feel like a bitch for being happy."
You are a bitch.
She goes, "I feel like a bitch for being happy, but it's game on. I'm excited."
So weird.
She does that. She does that weird, like,
like the killer.
And I'm like, dude, I mean, this is why I'm like, thank you for your service, because most people, even if they were on a reality show, would be like, I shouldn't laugh evilly because that might make me look like an asshole in this situation. But Sally just lets it rip, man. And you've got to admire that in a sense.
Yeah, no, it's great television.
It really is.
It like really works me up. So,
yeah, really.
Yeah.
And that's why you watch these shows because of people you root for and people you absolutely don't. And I do leave room that, who knows, maybe in a season 2, I could root for Sally. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think we've had someone I've hated like this on Southern Charm before, besides that one girl that dated Thomas. Remember that one girl?
Oh, yeah. Ashley.
Ashley was worse than Sally. So.
Oh, yeah. She was, yeah. No,
Ashley was a horrible human
that's
being.
2 different types of
But,
horrible,
I don't think we've had a horrible girl since Ashley.
I think these shows really depend on these things. People making really big swings.
Yo, so they've been talking about Catherine maybe coming back. How do you think Catherine and Sally would get along?
They wouldn't.
That would be weird.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Anyways, we cut to Austin admits he peed in the pool, and Shep's like, that's disgusting.
Sally's like, he's so fucking hot.
Oh, my God. I want her to
piss on my
pee on me. Oh, my God. Charlie tells Craig, hey, we talked about, you a little bit. And, she said something that you said about me. And Craig's like, zoinks. And Sally's like, he's like, Sally's just jealous, Charlie. I didn't say whatever Sally said. I fucking said, I hate when people get involved in my life.
I mean, Sally is just jealous.
She is jealous, but he did say it. But it wasn't in this the way that...
Yeah, but she is just jealous. And I hate
But I like when Craig's like, I hate when people take an interest in my life in a negative way.
He's like, that's why I'm on a TV show.
Yeah. But Charlie goes, I understand. I regret bringing it up because it's such a nothing. And she's like, Craig, don't get worked up. And Craig's like, I get protective of you. I'm sensitive about my life. And Charlie says, I want to believe Sally said this as a protection of me, but I just don't know. And Craig's like, well, I hope, we have a chain, you know how I feel about you. And then they goofy smile at each other.
They're sweet. Honestly, I find them sweet together.
I'm curious how this ends. And by the way, we did the mid-season trailer last week where we thought Austin cheated on Audrey.
Yeah.
With but it was a fool. It tricked us. He's broken up, but we do know that him and Sally and
that Mexico
kissing.
Trip is going to be wild.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
So they goofy smile at each other, and Craig goes up to Sally and goes, I didn't say this shit that you're saying that I said. And she's like, it came straight from Shep's mouth.
From your best friend.
Shep. And Craig's like, I haven't said anything to anyone. And she's like, I heard it from all your friends. He goes, it doesn't matter. I won't get sucked into this. This doesn't sound like me. Why don't I get the benefit of the doubt? We aren't going to be close anymore, Sally, because I can't trust you. I'm like, this is so funny. It's like, yeah, I figured you guys weren't going to be close regardless at this point because of all of this. But also, why don't we pull Shep into this conversation right here and now? Pull Shep over. Shep, what did you say to her? Let's have all 3 of us talk this out. But I was wondering if they were kept from each other. In a talking head, Craig's like, it's harder to not think that Sally's actions are intentional. She doesn't want Charlie to be happy.
Correct.
Yes, but she also hates you and doesn't want you to be happy. So Sally's like, oh, if it matters, I'll go up and tell her it's not true. And Craig's like, you don't have to, And Sally's like, she's my best friend.
I wonder
how many best friends does Sally have?
Sally is that girl that's like, she's my best friend, but they've probably only been hanging out a month or something.
Yeah.
I don't believe.
No, they knew each other.
We text every day.
But Sally's like, I'm overwhelmed by all of you man children. I'm going to freak out. And she walks off.
She's the child.
Well, they are man children, but
yes,
she's also a woman
she
children.
Acts like a kid.
And Craig goes, this sucks. We cut to Sally, and Sally...
God, I hate the fact that I'm, on a man's side. It's so annoying. See what you did to me, Sally? All I want to do is hate on these fucking men, and you have made me on their side. This is wrong.
We cut to Sally in another scene out front, and she's talking shit about Craig and to Charlie. Once again, she's literally doing the thing Craig just asked her not to do. She's like, Craig was making me believe he didn't say that, but I know he said that, and it lights a fire in me because I know you, Charlie, and I know you're better than him. And Charlie's like, I think that. And Sally's like, who do you believe? And at this moment, Craig walks by and goes, keep talking about me. It's fine.
So funny.
And Sally's like, we're not talking about you. Not everything is about you. They were only talking about Craig.
And everything is about Craig at this moment, or Austin being sexy, kissing in the pool.
It is funny to think them gaslighting Craig, and Craig's like, am I going crazy? I swear to God, they were talking about me. We were not talking about you. Not everything's about you. Craig gets to see his couple's glamping tent, and he's like, hell yeah.
It looked nice.
It looked nice. Austin.
It was very nice. That's such a nice family. They really put the time in. Those glamping tents are
I'm sure
expensive.
They'll love you and our baby as an addition.
Yeah.
I love that Romy will grow up there and then come spend time with her dad in Van Nuys on the weekends. And then it'll get to the point of I don't want to go visit Daddy Ryan because
Daddy Ryan.
I love Camp Itchy Grass. So Austin and Rodrigo are in a cap. Oh, you love that. So do you see how tickled she is? Because she loves the thought. She's like,
no,
I can't wait to pit our daughter against you.
Stop.
We're at Austin and Rodrigo's cabin. Austin has broken out, you guys. He has a pimple.
He had multiple.
I mean, hopefully it's a pimple, right? And Rodrigo's like, what will distract from that? Your face, a kooky hat. And then they sit out by the pond, and Rod's like, welcome to Brokeback Pond. And Austin's like, it's fucking sick, you, dude.
It is fucking sick. Like
it is. It's
beautiful, beautiful place.
If you could be out there,
sanctuary.
Put some Jimmy Buffett on and just like chill.
On.
No, Jimmy Buffett.
Man.
Austin is like, it's tough not to think of Audrey right now.
Yeah, right.
And then we flash back to him like, how is my Pookie monster?
Weird.
And Austin says, I just feel like it had to happen. And Rodrigo's like, well, taking your sweet time in the end, it's like makes you look nervous, and I'm proud of you that you did this. Austin in a talking head says, there's a tiny bit of relief on one hand. I know I did the right thing. Rodrigo in a talking head says, I'm just glad he didn't string her around for longer. And Austin's like, just thinking about her, dude. And then we cut to Sally getting ready. And then Shep's barn where he's staying. Put Shep in a barn.
No, there's even a beautiful little sanctuary above the barn.
Yeah.
Like it looked so cute.
Craig goes into Shep's room above the barn, and Shep's reading a cowboy book that he found in the room. He's like, cowboy book.
It's so charming.
I know, it's great. Like, I love places like that.
Yeah.
And Craig's like, yeah.
You even like it.
Yes, I love it. Yes. Yeah. Craig is enjoying the escapism. He's like, dude, if you're with the right person, you could do this all the time. And he's like,
Craig just wants a woman.
Craig wants it so
and he wants to move in the middle of nowhere.
And he wanted Paige to be that person so
but
bad.
Paige
is not that person. Yes, obviously.
Yeah.
But he was like, I love this. I love how people look at us.
Well,
as a
they
couple.
were so gorgeous.
Yeah. But he goes, listen, Shep, I want to talk to you because Sally made it seem like a big deal about Charlie. And like, I said something to you and you told her. And Shep said, I did not say that she's in love with you, Craig. And Craig's like, well, I'm trying to work on myself and hearing misinterpretations of myself. I don't want to deal with this stuff. And Shep's like, everyone knows you're not out there like big swinging dick guy. Like you're out there like trying to get to know these girls.
He's like, that's crazy.
And then he goes, there is no one more respectful of females than Craig Conover.
Well,
and Craig's almost blushing like, oh, man.
Yeah, but he did call women females, which is like, ding, ding, ding.
Dude, I've gotten, I've done that too. And I've gotten people say, don't
do that.
But it's not,
just keep going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Shep's like, now she's like trying to twist like my words, like it's bullshit. You have to be careful about what you say around Sally.
Yeah.
And we cut to Sally in a white dress, and then Craig. We cut to Sally getting ready as they talk about her. We go back to the barn, and Craig's like, I wrote this down wrong. She's a god dips?
She's an agent of chaos.
Oh, well, Shep and he goes, she's an agent of chaos. And Craig goes, yeah, she's chaos.
She is.
She is chaos, but it's just funny, like two men bonding. Because Shep did like go and run and tell Sally. Like they're all wrong.
But that's how they are. They're like little babies.
Yeah, that's why it's a good show.
Yeah.
Next time, we see a scene from next week's episode, which we just got in the mail, by the way.
Ooh.
We have it right now. Next time, sorry, I was like about to have a stroke. Austin gets up from the table and goes, I have to pee. And Sally goes, do you need help?
Ew, like and he goes, down, girl.
Austin goes, down, dog.
Like
then she goes, I want Austin's dick.
She's too much. Like she really needs to just take a step back.
And then we see Austin saying to Shep, you're going to run and tell people. And then we see Vanita tell Whitner to shut the fuck up. This has nothing to do with you. Did you see Vanita to Whitner? Because Whitner like hopped in and Vanita goes, shut the fuck up. This has nothing to do with you.
Back up, Vanita. That's my man.
I mean, we'll see if that was warranted, but come on, man. Molly tells Sally that she's a dog. Oh, no, this was the after show. You were getting ready, but the after show was only 14 minutes long, but Molly and Madison talk about Sally being a dog in heat. And also,
she really is.
Rodrigo is in it with Austin and says, it was so crazy because when you broke up was the year anniversary of when us as couples went to Mexico. And I didn't know you guys had broken up. So I posted and tagged all of you guys. And Austin's like, yeah, I just talked to Audrey. And then 2 hours later, I got tagged in a pic with Rodrigo and Audrey. And Sally goes in hers. She's like, yeah, I guess I was being selfish and making the breakup about me. And Molly's like, well, you like Austin and they're done. And Sally's like, well, I don't know. They're talking. Sorry, I didn't take good notes on this, but Sally goes, yeah, the body was cold for a couple months before they broke up. What? In regards to Audrey and Austin.
Not
he was
really.
like, and Sally says, if I'm dating someone, I want them to think that my partner's hot, because Sally said that Austin was attractive and Molly was like, Audrey was offended by that.
Yeah. Because she didn't just mean like this is an attractive
And Sally goes,
guy.
I was just being silly when I said I wanted to hook up with Austin. I never thought they would break up. Bullshit.
Dude.
You aimed for that.
Oh my God, this freaking girl.
But she goes, but they're broke up now. Game time. She says that. They're broke up now. Game time.
I'm like worried for the reunion that like people are going to let her off a little too easily. Like I hope Andy...
Oh, I think they totally will, because I think she ingratiates herself of like, be my friend, be my friend.
She like texts every day.
Yes, that you have to be kind to her, Craig says, I need to be intentful with my actions. I don't want this just to be a rebound. Is intentful a word?
I don't...
It sounds odd.
Yeah, I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. Also, I just wrote this. I'm scared Charlie and Sally might start a podcast.
I don't
definitely
know. Will.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see
it too.
I could see that. Well, I think they would only start a podcast if Sally ended up dating Craig, because she would want to be like Paige.
It's not going to happen.
Anywho, that's it, folks. We jammed a lot in there. I hope that was a lot. Did you have a good time?
It was fun.
Okay, good. Anything else that you would like to tell the audience? Anything you're promoting this week?
I'm promoting everything. No.
Yeah.
I'm promoting So Bad It's Good with Ryan Bailey.
Rated 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Join the Patreon. I'll be doing a Roni recap this weekend. We'll be getting back on track. So fun.
No, Roni's the best. That beginning Roni is
well,
the
and
best.
Then I think we're going to have Rebecca. We're going to force her to do a Patreon show. So we talked about. No, I told you last week.
Okay.
We talked about this.
What are we going to do? Oh, pop culture?
We can do pop culture, or we can move the Summerhouse recaps to Patreon.
Oh, people are going to be upset with that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, listen,
Summerhouse
I don't know how much
good.
free. I don't know how. Well, it's like.
But yeah, we could do pop culture.
I've made every business decision the wrong way, and it's like I don't know. You upset. I upset people, or people anyway. Like they're even upset just having to listen to like 5 minutes of commercials. Like it's.
We gotta make. We gotta make money. We're having a baby.
But I genuinely feel guilty. So then I'm like, well, I need to do more. You know,
do a show every day.
I know. It's insane. Okay.
Love you.
Bye.